Hey, what's up, guys? So I have a battle for you, and this one was actually given to me by Mike Dunn 878. People coming from my channel. If you don't know him, then you better check him out because he is one of my good friends, and he gave me this battle because I didn't have anything to narrate, and I guess he didn't want to narrate it. Um, and also because I my SD card broke for my camera, and I don't have a way to record battles. I can do PO, but that's a different story that I'll talk about later on in another video. But anyway, uh, his opponent's name is Eric, and I guess this is an OU match. Since there's immense, yes, and he sets up two amnesias, which is okay. There's a lot of Mew sets out there. I guess you can work fine with your amnesia Mew. Mike goes for Dragon Claw since he's setting up his amnesias, which boost the special defense side, not the defensive side. But then he has Barrier, so he has two defensive boosting moves. I think he's at +4 with defense and special defense, so his attacks won't be doing anything. Plus, he's a mixed man, so that just doesn't work out because his attack is not really invested, but his special attack is more invested, and Mence has a lower special attack stat, so yeah, it kind of evens out, but then it's just not at its full potential. I think he gets a crit here, not too vital. It's yeah. He would have took 2 or 3 turns of toxic anyway, so I guess that saved him 2 to 3 turns of toxic. He goes into his Steelix. No, Skarmory. I haven't played this game in like how many weeks, and I don't even know what these Pokemon's names are. But Skarmory sets up an Iron Defense, which is +2, I think. And since he's at +2, I think his Scrafty is only at +1, so that's not going to be doing anything. It is a neutral move, plus Skarmory's defense stat is just humongous. I think he went for Drill Peck right there. He has Roost, so I guess he doesn't want recoil. Brave Bird would be nice for power. And I'm getting Skype messages. No. Message me later. But sends out his Latias, and then he switches out, and Body Slam happens, and doesn't get a para. He has leftovers on his Scrafty, which is like, that's kind of weird, unless he's running like a bulky Scrafty, but then bulky Scrafty would have bulk up instead of Dragon Dance. So he's a bulky, fast Scrafty thing. So Mike tries to predict a Drain Punch and goes for counter, and that was kind of funny actually, because I know one other dude who has counter on their Skarmory, which is Sucker for Jessica. I heard it in the Meta podcast that he had a weird red card Skarmory with counter. But I think he switches out, goes into his Snorlax because it pretty much walls his Latios. It can Body Slam, which may or may not paralyze it. It has a very good special defense stat, and it's not weak to any of its moves unless it had Hidden Power Fighting, which not most of them do. I don't think they get Aura Sphere either. So yeah, safe. You're safe with a Snorlax. Plus it gets Thick Fat, and if your Latios had Hidden Power Fire, that wouldn't be doing anything. The only good move he could go for is Psychic, because that's consistent damage. Unless he had Draco Meteor, then that's one shot, like a one-time thing, and then your attack stat or special attack stat drops, and then it's not consistent. So yeah, I'm just rambling on and on because I forgot to speed up this part, and it's kind of boring. If you want to skip to another part where it's not so boring, then feel free to do that, unless you just like hearing me ramble. So, the stalling ends there because he got credited with body slam. I would have been like, yeah, but then on the other hand, if I was Eric, I would have been really pissed off. But he switches into his Ments. Eric goes into his Lilligant. Lily can't. It's like one joke that I heard from my friend, Mexicant. That's so racist, but I laughed at it, and I'm such a bad person. Blissey comes in because Fire Blast. I wouldn't send a Blissey in on a Mixed Ments because Dragon Claw. I don't think it would do that. It would do that. Well, it's not going to do that much because not really invested in attack stat. Like I said, it goes into Absol and Superpower, and I don't know why he wasn't predicting that, but I don't think Blissey gets one-shotted unless it does. Let's see. Oh, it does not get one-shotted by a Superpower. But Absol is a pretty powerful Pokemon, and Blissey's a very bulky fat ass, and it's Superpowers on stab. So yeah, we'll just say that Manectric got a little bit of the kill, and Absol got most of it. He has this Conkeldurr, Conkeldurr, and he goes into his Snorlax again because special wall, and well, special tank, and then Lilligant is a special attacker. I've never seen a physical Lilligant, and I definitely will never see one except in game because I don't think its attack stat is that great. But this Lilligant's set is really weird, actually. It has Quiver Dance, Synthesis, and Sleep Powder, so I'm guessing his other move is Quiver Dance, or Giga Drain, or Energy Ball, or some kind of Grass Stab. He could even have Hidden Power Grass, which is, dude, if you run Hidden Power Stab, that's, oh, props to you. Like, I don't even think a Pokemon at all, like, they will definitely get a stab move, and if they don't, that kind of sucks. But in comes in his Salamence, while his opponent sets up more Quiver Dances. I'm not counting, but I'm just gonna say 3 or 4. And then he goes for Dragon Claw. I'm guessing he doesn't want fire. Oh wait, no. Yeah, Quiver Dance raises special defense. So what the fuck, Mike? What are you doing? Well, it does the same amount as Dragon Claw, which is what? Like, this is not making any sense. He's at like +3, and Fire Blast did the same as Dragon Claw. That just doesn't happen in this game. What kind of ments are you running, Mike? It's like, what? It's high or something. Like, it has steroids. But he goes for Synthesis, and Drilpeck, oh damn, it does half. So he can 2-hit KO or possibly get a crit because he's going for a Synthesis. I think Synthesis is like 16 PP or something like that. And then he finally goes for Petal Dance, which is like, no. It still does a lot because he's at plus over 9,000, and it does a lot, especially to a 4 times resist poke. And then he switches out, goes into his Manectric, and oh, that was a very nice prediction actually. I thought he was going to go for Hidden Power Fire, which some Gengars do. But that was a really good play. Goes for Volt Switch, goes back into Skarmory, gets hit by a resisted Shadow Ball, which kills him anyway, and he is down to like no HP, and he's just gonna come off with a Hidden Power neutral. I'm gonna say Ice because that's what all electric type Pokemon carry. Hidden Power Ice because coverage. Well, Bulk Beam, Psydo coverage. But I think the battle ends here because his last Pokemon is Scrafty, and Conkeldurr is just a powerhouse. He is just going to go for a Drain Punch, which is gonna be like a bitch slap to the face, except you're punching them, so a bitch punch to the face, and that's gonna be the game. I think it was a 2-0 because I only saw Manectric, and yeah, 2-0. I'll see you guys some other time because I don't even. But to everyone on my channel, um, I will post an update video because I feel like talking, and yeah, I feel like talking and stuff like that. So, peace out, and aloha.